Three, two, one, ghost. Hey, everybody, welcome to 3, 2, 1, Ghost, and welcome to Fright Night. I'm your host for the evening. My name is Kyle, and as always, joined by my pal, Natalie. I guess now, because I was going to say I'm the Peter Vincent of this show.
Oh, I don't want to be Charlie.
No, but now you can be the Regine, now that there's a
Okay.
second
Yeah,
host of Fright
okay.
Night.
Fair enough.
Not because of the gender thing, but now you've got a second person,
Yeah.
and you're kind
I
of off-putting like she is a little bit.
absolutely. But I would rather be Peter Vincent, but I do think you fit that type better.
Dude, if you asked me like just my Twilight years, you know, no pun not intended for vampire joke for you guys.
Stupid.
In my older years, I, God, couldn't you see me like in that coat, like
Yeah.
walking through that like cheesy looking graveyard in the
Yeah.
fog, just telling you about like the haunted tales you're about to watch or had just watched?
I feel the same way about like being like an Elvira type, just like laid out on a couch,
Dude,
like
you'd be
in a
so good
spooky
at that.
room. Yeah, like it would be so fun just telling little pun jokes, spooky puns.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all
I
have
mean,
our dreams.
yeah. I mean, as far as the audience is concerned, I mean, we're audio only, so
We could be doing all of that.
I could be calling in from a foggy graveyard. So, just with really good, you know, not too, not too bad acoustics out here. I don't know. But, ow, do you hear that?
I heard it. Yeah,
Yeah.
spooky. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would love to like host a show like that. It'd be so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
But and honestly, my like second thing would be what David Tennant does in the Fright Night remake and be like one of those like Vegas
Mm.
like goth magicians.
Oh yeah. That that I can't see for you.
No.
But I can understand why.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, we are talking about 1988's Fright Night Part 2, the sequel to the original Fright Night, not to be confused with Fright Night 2, which is this actually kind of not a sequel to the 2011 Fright Night
Mm-hmm.
remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit because I haven't seen that one, but I read on the Wikipedia that it's like, it's a completely new cast. For some reason, I thought at least like Christopher Mintz-Plasse came back, but it's
Oh,
kind of
he
just like
didn't?
no, but the sequel's
Hmm.
like kind of like a soft reboot again,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
still call it Fright Night 2 just to, I don't know, be
Mm-hmm.
unnecessary. So I don't think I clarified on our schedule whether or not we were doing Fright Night 2 or Fright Night Part 2. But hey, everybody, we're doing Fright Night Part 2. And if you've seen Fright Night 2, yeah, I guess let me know how it is because I don't know if I'm gonna like go out of my way to
Mm-hmm.
see it.
Okay, we did put Fright Night 2 on our schedule, so Fright Night Part 2 is what you should have watched if you didn't. So
Well,
go
Natalie
back.
handles our social media, so she will make
I'll
sure
take care of
to,
that.
yeah, she'll make sure to let everybody know.
And let you know the one way you can watch this movie.
Yes, that's the other thing I wanted to clarify. I sent you that screenshot and just me going, oops. Because again, when we pick movies, it's all on a whim. We're
It
like, what do you
really
want to do?
is.
All right, let's do this. If a random
Yeah.
thing just pops into my head that day, I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I was thinking about Fright Night.
Yeah, I
I
really
often think
hope
about Fright Night though.
I really hope that no one thinks that we're really organized and we just like put on a shtick of like not being organized and picking movies like out of a hat. We kind of do that. Like it's a mood, it's a vibe, it's whatever we're feeling. So I think it works though. It works for us.
We're just missing the hat.
We're missing the hat.
We
That's
should get a
true.
we'll get a 3, 2, 1 ghost
We can
hat and
get a
just
hat. Ooh,
pick
how
names out of
fun.
them. Yeah. But yeah, so whoops. Hey, good news, bad news situation. The bad news is that I guess up until like maybe a year ago, like the rights were just all tied up. I don't know. I feel like it's always like this with like 80s horror movies.
Yeah,
No one can just situate that shit. And you know who gets hurt? Us, the
the
audience.
viewers. Yeah.
Because there is no way right now to watch this in physical or paid streaming.
Mhm.
So we tried, but I'd give them money if I could, but thankfully some good Samaritans put this up on YouTube. So go
Yeah.
watch it on YouTube. Maybe we'll link it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on YouTube and actually like it the quality is really good. The only complaint
Yeah.
I have is that the subtitles are kind of wishy-washy. So if you're,
Mm.
in your late 30s like us, you probably watch everything with subtitles and the subtitles kind of stop like halfway through a conversation or they'll like cut out words. They're not really like listed as to who's speaking. It's just kind of words coming across the bottom of the screen. So, um it's okay, but not great.
Have you ever gone to a movie in a theater where the showing had captions?
No, not unless I was watching something that wasn't in English.
Right. Because
Yeah.
they have I was thinking of going to see that Anne Hathaway dinosaur movie.
Mm-hmm.
And but the time I wanted to go, it was like an on-screen caption showing because they'll do that
Mm.
for um every once in a while. I also appreciate they do like sensory screenings too of different movies where they like have the lights up a little bit more, they turn the volume down a little bit, which I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I appreciate that they
No.
do. I love the accessibility.
Both of those things are interesting. So unless I was a person who needed closed captions, I would never see a movie in a theater that's in my like native tongue, like and watch captions because they are very distracting.
Same, however, but whenever we watch something at home, do we not put on
Yeah,
captions?
it's so wild. But like in a theater, I wouldn't dream of it. And I also do think it's just an interesting concept of having the you know, like what did they call it? Sensory.
Just the sensory screenings
Yeah,
that they'll
like the
do.
sensory screenings. I think that's such an interesting concept because I feel like it's kind of the equivalent to like I have a lot of anxiety going to concerts. I can't handle like extremely loud and crowded
Mhm.
shows. And I wish I could, but I can't. But I like a smaller show or like an acoustic show, like where it's a little bit more chill and you can sit and that kind of thing. So I'm like, I guess that's the equivalent, right?
At concerts, certainly the older I get, the more I'm like, ooh, having a seat is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And hmm, yeah, just never having to worry about standing too long or like waiting too long for in like a crowded bathroom.
Mm,
Those are the things, like just the small comforts that I really try
yeah.
to find in life.
And if you're 5 foot even, like I am, concerts are really hard when everyone's standing because you can't see shit. Like you literally can't see anything.
I am hoping there's going to be one day where someone just recognizes me and, gives me like a medal or a plaque or even honestly just a wave from the stage because I am that guy who when I recognize that I mean I'm like 6 foot, like a little under six
Mhm.
foot, and if I'm standing in front of someone who is shorter than me, I will naturally step back, so I'm not blocking anyone's view. I don't want to be that guy. Or like we'll try to stand to the side, just step to the left or
Hmm.
to the right or something. So it's not just like my shoulder, some shit blocking the way. And honestly, speaking of good Samaritans, I think that is like the kindest thing you could ever do. So you're welcome, everybody.
I think that's adorable that you think that. I'll tell you right now, short people will not recognize tall people for doing nice things for them ever. Like, I'd be like, yeah, you better fucking move to the side. Like, that's my attitude going into a situation like that. So,
Well,
sorry.
you know what? That's okay.
No awards.
It's not about the recognition then, even though I said that's all I wanted, is what are we talking about? We're talking about
We're talking about Fright
1988's
Night.
Fright Night Part 2. Um, there were some fucking heavy hitters in Fright Night,
Hmm.
notably Tom Holland, who directed
Hmm.
the movie, um, co-wrote the movie, I believe, and then also our fucking boy Chris Sarandon, both industry legends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Chris Sarandon, big shoes to fill.
Yeah, they I guess tried to get them back for this one, but they were busy doing Child's Play. They're like, sorry, y'all,
We
we're
got
off
something big.
we're off fucking doing some legendary shit right now.
Hmm.
And it works out. And then honestly though, I guess the character of Jerry was written into the original script. And I'll be honest, the story of this movie like feels like kind of like half baked and changed and replaced
It
parts, you know?
it feels like it's missing a lot.
Yeah. It feels like a real rushed recovery job.
Yeah, like something major is missing for sure.
This movie is directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. Dude, Tommy Lee Wallace, industry legend. Now I don't know if you're familiar with many of his credits, but he directed the cult classic Halloween 3: Season of the Witch.
Hmm.
He also directed the It miniseries.
Okay.
Pretty good, right?
Okay, Tommy Lee
Um,
Wallace.
yeah, right. And also, of course, Fright Night Part 2, which I think is
Hmm.
pretty good. It's a fun time. Um, he worked under John Carpenter. He was like a second unit director for I think Halloween 2 or something, or Big Trouble
Hmm.
in Little China.
Oh,
And then he also edited both The Fog and Halloween.
nice.
Also, pretty cool, he had a part in Halloween in the scene where it's Michael Myers, but he is wearing like the bed sheet.
Oh, that's him?
That's him.
Oh, that's dope.
So pretty cool. So
Okay.
shout out Tommy Lee Wallace. I'm like, hey, this is
Yeah, that's
you got some
fun.
cool cred stepping in
Hmm.
to replace Tom Holland. Now, I mentioned you got some returning heavy hitters. Industry legend Roddy McDowell.
Hmm.
Dude,
I love
just
him. I
he
needed more of him in this movie.
I needed more of him. But just gosh, when he's there, it's just I don't know, he just has such a softness to him. Love him.
His face, the face that he makes this whole movie of just like worry and his like giant eyes is so adorable and lovable.
Yeah. You got William Ragsdale back playing Charlie, who at first I was like, maybe he's matured a little bit, but I don't know. He's still
Ah,
kind of a fucking
Charlie.
dick in this
We'll
movie.
we'll
It's
get to
hard to like him.
Charlie. We'll get to Charlie. It's funny because I have a soft spot for William Ragsdale because he's in one of my favorite not great but perfect movies, Mannequin on the Move.
Yeah.
He's the lead in that. And then Tracy Lind is in another movie that maybe I can convince you to cover at some point called My Boyfriend's Back.
Okay.
And so I also love her. So like that gave this movie like a little something extra. And it's also not a great movie. That's a perfect movie.
So originally also Amanda Beers,
Hmm.
who played I think Amy is her name. Forget the name
Yeah.
of the girlfriend in the first one. So she was also part of the script, but
Oh,
was replaced because she was too busy doing Married with Children, which I
that's
get it.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a check.
And then also the guy that played Evil Ed was going to come back, Stephen Jeffries.
Dang, they lost half the cast.
Yeah, and but speaking of which, of movies that we might need to watch, he turned this down because he was too busy starring in 976 Evil, which is a horror film directed by Robert Englund.
Oh, yes. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
We might need to do that before the year's
Maybe.
up.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Yeah.
into it. Yeah.
And he also did pornography in the 90s. Did you know that?
No, I love that for him though.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as long as
As
he,
long as
is
he
interested
wanted
in doing
to.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So And then, yeah, Tracy Lind. So as much as I liked Amanda Beers in the last one, I like Tracy Lind in this.
I love her.
I think this is the first thing I've seen her in.
So I absolutely fell in love with her when I had seen My Boyfriend's Back as a little girl. She like just plays this like popular high school girl and she's real cute and sassy and unattainable to the main character. And like I just thought she was just so gorgeous and perfect. And her hair, that is the most perfect 80s hair. It's so good. Like I just absolutely adore her. So she can do no wrong in my mind. But yeah, I'm okay with this replacement for Charlie's girlfriend, although nobody deserves to be Charlie's girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, other than her putting up with Charlie, I mean, I like she's got a lot more agency than
Hmm.
Amy did in the last movie.
For sure. Well, we're going from high school to college too.
True.
So that makes a difference.
She's like, I didn't come to this college to fall in love, Charlie Brewster.
Yeah.
I
Came
came
here to
here
get my fucking degree,
to
motherfucker.
be a clinical fucking psychologist or
Hmm.
psychiatrist or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, and for our main vampire, we've got Julie Carmen, who I don't think I've seen her in other stuff. I guess she's in a recent like Walking Dead series. Um, she was nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Actress in 1991, but unfortunately, I mean, rightfully lost to Demi Moore, who starred in Ghost that
Oh
year.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I literally, one of the two, I brought this up, one of the two movies that made me cry.
I love that. I love ghosts.
Yeah.
She's also in The Mouth of Madness, and I've never
Right.
seen the movie, but I think she is absolutely stunning. Like she might not be the strongest actress in this, but she's got the sex appeal for it.
Definitely. I don't know if, and it's the script's fault, it's not hers, but like, I
Yeah.
know she's not as compelling as a character as Jerry Dandridge was in the
No,
last
like
one, and with Chris Sarandon doing it in his sweaters.
Chris Sarandon makes a sweater. Like, here I go again. We're not even talking about the Fright Night. Chris Sarandon makes a sweater look sexy and slutty, like in all the best ways. He just oozes sex appeal. You can't even, a turtleneck can't even stop him. Like, so good.
And then rounding out our vampire cast, let's see, we've got Russell
I
Clark, who played Belle, the one with roller skates.
I, lo- I love a roller skating vampire.
Yeah, me too, dude. And the hair, their hair was so
He,
good.
like I think the vampire sidekicks are my favorite part of this movie.
Yeah, they all have a shtick.
Yeah,
Like
they all have a
so,
shtick and it works.
yeah, one's like, like kind of like Bride of Frankenstein hair and on roller skates. Love that. We've got John Grease,
Mhm.
who it's God, he looks like this like cross between um like Killer Bob in Twin Peaks, but the sideburns of like a guy in a
Whoa.
ska band.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow.
Who also played probably more famously played Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite.
That's why he looks familiar.
And speaking
Okay.
of looking super familiar, Bosworth, the bug eating one.
I know who he is.
Yeah, right. I
He
don't
was
know,
it.
man.
He played two characters in Buffy.
Industry legend Brian Thompson.
Yeah, yeah. He can get an industry legend. Anybody who loves Buffy would say so. Yeah, because he's like one of the only actors, maybe the only actor to play two monsters on Buffy as a television series.
Um, because he was like the lead henchman in like the first episode, like right? He's in
Hmm.
the very beginning.
Yeah, he's in the very beginning.
It's that fucking jaw.
Yeah,
And
and he has a
also,
really creepy voice too.
yeah, and I don't know
Yeah.
if you recognize that voice and that jaw from 1997's Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because he also plays Shao Kahn.
Yes, he does play Shao Kahn. Oh shit. Yeah, he's an industry legend. Anybody who's been in a Mortal Kombat movie, come on.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, no, I agree. The vampire like buddies, like this group's great. I love all of them.
They're a great little crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that. Wait, what's his name? Louis, the one with the crazy hair.
Who's also the werewolf
Yeah, he's like
vampire?
kind of a werewolf, kind of a vampire, but he's mostly just like he's looking for love.
Yeah, I
He's,
know.
he really wants love, and he just is awful.
And speaking of industry legends, I do want to shout out Greg Canham, whose team did the special effects and the makeup for this. I
Mhm.
do think the makeup's pretty good. I do think the best examples of it all happened at the end.
Yeah, they really saved the best for last, and I feel like they could have maybe spread it out a little bit more so that the movie had a little bit A little bit more energy in the beginning.
Yeah, but this dude's been, oh geez, let me just I he's everything from Alien 3 to Bram Stoker's Dracula to
Hmm.
Mrs. Doubtfire,
Oh, okay.
to fucking White Chicks.
Oh, nice. That's a good
So
one.
yeah. But dude's won like what, 4 or 5 Oscars? Yeah, that's fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good for
So
him. Okay.
it does look really good in this. I do
Yeah.
think a lot of the makeup and the special
Yeah.
effects, like it's all when it's
I
practical,
agree.
it all looks
The
good.
the eye work, like simple but very effective, like how the pupils get big and the color of the vampire's eyes get bright is really fun.
I'm ready to hop into this movie. How about you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah. You do get a real quick recap of the first one, and then I was just like, yeah, this movie does kick ass. I feel like I need to give it another boo when if
Wow.
I'm like, and I've brought it up before, and no, it was this movie and Idle Hands where I was like, if I ever get an opportunity to change my boo score, those two would be the movies I would probably up.
I think we might have to do an episode on movies that we would change our boo scores to and reevaluate. That could be fun.
Okay, let's do that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think we should do that. But I also agree. I was looking back, so just for context for everybody, we both gave Fright Night 3 boos.
Yeah, that needs to go up.
Yeah, I agree.
I think because I just hated Charlie so much.
We were really hard on Charlie, and he deserves it still. But I, looking back, like as I was watching this movie, I was just having kind of like little memories of Fright Night and thinking like, oh, I love how they did this, and I miss this, or the amount of just energy that was in that movie versus this one. The energy is unbalanced.
Yeah, this feels like a diet or low ABV like kind of version of Fright Night where
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, I mean, okay, like some characters are here. Okay, it's vampires and it looks cool,
Hmm.
but there is some magic missing.
For sure.
So you get this real quick recap of the first, and it's Charlie explaining it to his therapist, who,
Which I love.
yeah, his therapist he's been working. So this takes place like what, a few years after.
He said 3 years.
3 years, right? And
Hmm.
he's been working with this therapist ever since. But he's like, hey, ultimately, though, this was not a vampire situation. This was just this like group hypnosis, trickery, and me
Which is
and this
wild.
TV vampire hunter. We just I don't know. But
Makes no
and
sense.
so he's been thoroughly convinced. And then also again, we find out that maybe there's some ulterior motive from the therapist here because otherwise I'm like, I don't think that's the purpose of therapy is to, you know,
Discredit your
force.
experiences.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
But we don't know that he was already a vampire
right. We'll get
at
to
that
that
point.
later at
Yeah,
the
we'll get
reveal.
yeah,
So
we'll
I've got
get to that
questions.
later. I do too.
So also, despite, having a hell of a trauma bond kind of situation, Charlie and Peter Vincent, despite Peter reaching out to him, thinking like he's got a friend now.
Oh, I
Like,
know. That's so
like no.
sad. I would absolutely be friends with him and his crazy ass, 100%. I would just be like, let's go on all the adventures, Peter.
Oh yeah, because it has such like a Doc and Marty kind of element to it
Oh yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
that I love.
Yeah.
And it's like a kind of diluted version of it because I guess like Charlie does have kind of like a Marty McFly-ness to him.
Yeah, just not as I feel like he could take it up a notch.
So after 3 years of therapy, he's finally throwing like his stakes and like crosses away. Because they have a shot of that of like him like throwing his shit out in the
It does
dumpster.
feel like it took a while. Like the
Yeah.
therapist was like, "All right, it's time now. You're good."
Usually, and I'm not a therapist, but like I do think that sometimes I think to ask the two like remove, physical representations of your trauma, like
Hmm.
usually I thought is like a little earlier on in the process, not 3 years in.
I would think so too, because those are, especially in this situation, like those are clear things you would not need unless you were hunting or trying to protect yourself from vampires. So what other purpose could they have? It's not like they're like a memento, like family or, like memories that are like happy but also linked to traumatic things. It's literally vampire hunting tools.
And he's got a new girlfriend, Alex, played by
Mhm.
Tracy Lind, who we love.
Yes.
And she's got kind of like a, oh, Charlie, yep, his vampire story. This
Which is
guy.
which is an interesting take for somebody who is in school to become a psychologist.
To like pretty like nonchalantly kind of be like, oh yeah, that's his thing. Whatever, Charlie.
Yeah. Like
And kind of
it
invalidates him too. Like I would have liked it a little better if she like was a psychology student, but she was like kind of like low key like obsessed with whatever
That's what
mania
I
he
was
has going
thinking.
on.
Yes, like
So it's
she's
like
like
kind
he's
of an
kind of a patient.
unhealthy, yeah.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
and they would result in at least us believing why she would put up with him as much as she does.
100%. Like this girl is way too smart and hot to be putting up with his bullshit.
Though if Louis is going to be like her fallback,
Oof. Keep Charlie.
is no one else around on this
I
campus.
know. I'm like, girl, you are literally like going bottom of the barrel here. Like, and I'm not talking about like even looks. Like, yes, maybe a little bit for Louis. That haircut is a lot, but it's the being stood up, and then you've got Louis like being a total creep. Like, there's just so much. There's so much going on, and I'm like, you could do so much better.
He's like, hey, I think I'm cured. And it's interesting that like then his like first thing is like, let's go visit Peter on the set of Fright Night, you know? Like
Yeah,
unless he's like trying to find like
like
closure,
I'm
like test it there, like to see, I don't know.
like he's ready to deal with this now.
So of course, like dude, like like Peter's like fucking stoked. He's like, "Oh, my boy, it's so good to see you, my boy." Shakes him a little. I
Yeah,
don't think he
he's like,
does.
oh, I have a friend.
He's like, "Yes, I knew you were my friend. I fucking knew it. I told all the guys in the break room about you, and they said you weren't real. They said there was no young boy who you had vampire adventures with, and I said you're gonna find out, Roy. I'm gonna tell you."
Roy.
Yeah. My wife was watching The Office earlier today.
Okay, that's immediately who I thought of when I heard Roy.
Yeah. And here he is. And with a lady too. But yeah, they reminisce at his place. Dude, I love his like little penthouse he's got set
Oh, he
up.
has such a cute little place.
Yeah, I love that. It's so spooky. And dude,
Yeah.
and you know, he's just like stoked to have Charlie back because he like, let me tell you all my
Hmm.
stories and this and this and
Hmm.
this. Ah, we were best friends. Charlie's like, oh man, I'm already regretting this a little bit.
Yeah.
So then also conveniently in this building. So okay, is it in the same building as Peter Vincent or is it the building next door that
I am not sure.
Regine and the vampires live in?
I'm gonna assume it's the building next door because it looks quieter and more abandoned from the
Sure.
inside, at least.
No, it's got to be the same one. And it's so strange because you don't see anyone else that lives here. So you've got like one floor that's Peter Vincent's penthouse, and then another floor that's like they clearly rent for,
Oh, you're right. It does have to be the same building because I forgot about the elevator
yeah,
situation. Yes. Okay. Yeah. They're
right.
in the same building.
So a limo rolls up, and you've got these group of people looking very vampire-y,
Hmm.
um, pushing along human-sized boxes,
Of course.
of course, obviously. Um, and then I think they go up the elevator or whatever. Or no, like when he goes down to the lobby, that's when he sees them come in. They're like, "Oh fuck, they're in the same building," and then they go up.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Charlie's like, "Okay, I'm done here. We're going home." Peter's like, "You're coming back, right?"
Yeah. He's like, but like we're gonna hang out, right?
Yeah, like I'll stop talking about the vampire stuff.
Yeah.
Um, And so he's like, hey, this is too much. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I'm starting to think people are vampires. Alex, let's get out of here. But let's pull over and make out a little bit. Let's not, so come on.
Yeah.
So, this was a weird kind of situation. So obviously, because Charlie can't fucking hide shit for shit.
hmm
Um, the second he saw Regine and those vampires, like they were like, we know the fuck you are. We see you.
Yeah, and they had like she like locked eyes with him. She did like a little hot vampire magic on him,
Oh yeah. She turns into bat form and flies down. And at first, like you think she's just gonna hang out on the hood of his car, like
looking
listening to them.
amazing.
Yeah. But just looking so just like unaffected and just like, let me just
hmm
listen to these 20 somethings just get sloppy with each other.
No, she has an agenda.
Yeah. And then you have that like face flip thing.
hmm I think this is my favorite. It's kind of a bummer that it happens so early on, but I think this is my favorite little touch of like vampire, very Dracula feeling magic that she has going on because she's clearly like getting in his head and taking like that sexual energy and placing herself into it, which I think is really fun and hot and just, that vampire thrall. I like
Yeah.
seeing the reverse of it because often you see it being an older man with a younger woman. So I love that we've like gender swapped this.
I agree. Yeah, I think making Charlie the target this time
hmm
around,
That's
I think it's
fun.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives Alex like way more to do.
hmm
Charlie gets all flipped out because she sees another woman for a moment, and then it's Alex, and then Alex is like, "Oh my God, I'm done with you. All right, I'm walking. I'm gonna like walk like the mile home in the dark from where you we parked."
Yeah.
Um, and he takes off back to his dorm. So she's getting followed, but gets back to her dorm in time. Um, and even then, they just very quickly just forget about Alex because they find this like art student that I don't think we
Mm.
see again. Maybe just in another scene of just her just getting her blood drank. But
Yeah.
this is when you get attacked by Belle on the roller skates. And
I
I
was
was
really thrown off at first. I was like, why? How is he moving so fast and like gliding? Is he flying? I was like, oh no, he's on roller skates.
which is like I just think frankly a little unwieldy. Um
Yeah.
especially on like a fucking bowling lane. I did not understand any of that.
Maybe he's not the fastest runner. So he's like, I need to give myself an edge. I need to have like a thing. And it's
Yeah,
going to be
see,
roller skates.
yeah, you just stay off of like concrete and just like if you just run into like a patch of grass, like done,
He's not,
easy.
yeah, that is absolutely true. Oh shit.
Or just like stand on like a decline
Yeah, or a stare.
and just stand on a decline and just like step to the side, you know. You'll just fucking like go down anyway. Uh, but yeah, so everyone's got like a shtick. Like, so you've
hmm
got roller skates, and then you've got werewolf vampire, and
hmm
then Bosworth, I think is his name. He just
He's
eats bugs is his situation.
yeah, very like Renfield-esque, I guess.
Yeah, he seems to be kind of like the main one, like trying to keep, these other knuckleheads in line kind of
hmm
situation.
And he's a vampire, right? But he just like what he just chooses to only eat bugs.
Yeah. Do vampires eat bugs? Can
I-
they?
I'm assuming they can. I mean, you could eat a bug. You're not a
Well,
vampire,
yeah.
but
Well, but I've seen when like there's certain types of vampires that like eat human food and they throw it up.
yeah, that sucks. I would hate
And
to be that kind of vampire.
and I'm not saying bugs are human food, but if it's some cultures certainly,
Yeah. hmm
um, but it would be just drinking blood, but drinking some animal blood. So I guess
hmm
they could just have bug blood. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he likes to snack.
Yeah,
It's like chips, like vampire chips.
yeah. At the I don't think they do it anymore, but at the Mariners ballpark, um, you can get crickets.
Gross.
Maybe not anymore because they were like, okay, we're not doing this. It's like a shtick, kind of situation.
Yeah.
And I think you can get them like garlicky or you can get chocolate ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think neither. Because
Yeah,
why?
I could eat chocolate if I wanted something chocolate flavored, and I could put garlic on almost anything that isn't a bug, and I'd be good with it. Like, no judgment though if you like to eat bugs,
Yeah.
but it's not for me.
So this random art student gets attacked and bitten. And then, meanwhile, Regine flies into Charlie's dorm and does a little knock, knock, knock.
I love this.
Yeah, this scene's pretty good. This is pretty fun.
Hmm.
But he like straight up because again, it's like more of like that seduction because like he lets her like fucking walk away. And
Yeah.
then, but still, like, the voices in her head. And then even she, like, I did kind of like how she was coming off at first being like, I'm not even looking for you.
Yeah, very
You know?
smart. Hmm.
Yeah, like so again, just this like disaffected, just I don't know. But then I get that seduction is a thing that vampires do. I feel like if Charlie wasn't an asshole, it would have taken like a little bit more for him to fall for her, right?
I mean, it's hard to tell when you're in that type of situation with a vampire because you don't know how much of it is the thrall and the just overwhelming sexuality of vampires and what is someone just being distracted by another woman. I'm going to go ahead and say that for Charlie, it's a combination of both. I
I
mean,
think, well, I just think like like on the opposite gender side, like when Chris Sarandon he has to do this whole dance situation, this whole
oh
thing
my God, so hot.
for to get Amanda Bierce to finally succumb. She literally just has to stand there and like walk away. And he goes, okay, you can come inside. Here you go. I'll give you whatever you want. I love you.
That absolutely is true. Yeah. But I mean, in all fairness, like the dance would have me too with Chris Sarandon. And like if a woman that looked like this came to your door and showed like any amount of interest, I'd be like, I'm gonna need to see how this plays out. Like I'm gonna
Maybe.
have to see how this plays out.
I'm like, I'm gonna need to see some ID. I need to see your student
Need to see that
registration.
you're
I need to know
not
where you go.
200 years old or 1,000 years old.
Yeah, be like, before I invite you in, can you just please promise me you're not a vampire?
He also does invite her in formally very quickly for someone who is aware that vampires could exist.
It's like I get it. Like, don't, okay, let's believe for a minute that it wasn't vampires in the first movie, right? And it was a
Okay.
figment of his imagination, all that.
Hmm.
Like I get, like, okay, you don't want to like obsess about it and believe in something that's wild and doesn't exist, sure. Um, but also at the same time, like I wouldn't blame him if he still just, like played it safe just in case. Like okay, fine,
Yeah.
vampires don't exist. Okay, fine. But also, I'm not gonna like clearly just test that and invite you in. I'd say like, hey, can
Yeah.
you do me a favor? I know this is weird, but since you're already here, can you just try to step inside first
Isn't
without
that
me
an
inviting you in?
invitation?
Yeah, I guess it
Telling them
is,
to
huh?
step inside?
Yeah, fuck. Okay. How do you, okay, we'll figure out how to wordsmith that one.
Yeah, you'd have to be very, I don't know what exactly the rules are or what lines there are there, but I feel like even if you told someone, I want you to try to enter the room without me inviting you, you gave them an invitation to try to enter the room.
What if I was
You're,
like, touch that pencil that's in there?
oh, that's a good one.
Does that work?
I don't know.
Is the invitation to come in to walk to that pencil assumed? I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. But Yeah, earlier that day when he was shaving, he gets this little cut in his neck.
Hmm.
So that's going
Of
to come into
course.
play here because she like kind of just like dips like one of her teeth, like just one tooth, just one in there.
Honestly, that like made me like kind of like, ooh, just like
Yeah.
just a little like because like you think about like if you like cut yourself shaving. Now I never cut myself shaving on my neck because I don't shave my neck. Um, but like if I cut myself shaving on my leg or my arm or something like that, like they're very like tender cuts. So I don't like the idea of like a sharp tooth just sticking its way in there.
Yeah, I don't know why it's grosser, instead of having like someone just bite and puncture skin,
Yes,
like it's grosser to have like a tooth enter like an already open wound.
I agree.
It is weird. You're right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but she just wants a little taste. Just a little
yeah.
num num
Just a little.
num. Yeah. So, of course, he wakes up, he comes to, maybe it was all a nightmare. We know it
Hmm.
wasn't though.
We know it wasn't.
But we have knocking at the door from Alex who comes in and she's like, "All right, hey,
What the fuck?
what the fuck's going on?" You're fucking leaking blood out of your neck, by the way. Yeah, but then stays the night with him.
Hmm. I love that she says, I think your cut is infected.
Well, but she leaves it in a note to him.
Yeah, yeah,
So they leave notes back and forth. There's a lot of note leaving in this
yeah.
movie. But she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a fucking D on this test, and I think that cut's infected. Goodbye, your girlfriend." So in the morning, as we fucking knew, Charlie is not reacting well to sunlight, but even then, the sun rules are a little loosey-goosey here too,
A little
right?
bit.
Because it's only really at first he's like, "Ah, fuck, all right." But then he like kind of walks around outside and he's fine. I mean, he wears sunglasses.
Yeah, it just seems like whenever it's convenient for the plot, he's sensitive to the sun.
Same with the other vampires too. It's like
Hmm.
Regine's like walking around and like Bosworth just follows with a little uh fucking what's it? Umbrella. And not
Yes, an
even
umbrella.
like and like a tiny little like Princess Peach looking fucking umbrella. Like not like
Yeah,
a
not
actual
like a
umbrella
massive, like one of those family-sized umbrellas.
that would block the sun.
Hmm.
So then I was like, okay, is it just like absolute direct sunlight? But that can't even be true because at the end you're using reflective surfaces and shit. So
It's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
It is a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah. So I am glad I guess he goes to his therapist after having that dream or
Yeah, that's
alleged
good.
dream.
Hmm.
But but damn it, this guy's useless. Fucking this therapist, he's like, what? So a honey came to your door.
Yeah, he's like, sounds like you're blessed.
Yeah, tell me about it, buddy. Give me details. Give me
Yeah.
deets. Let me be your friend. Um, don't talk to Peter Vincent. Be my friend.
Yeah.
Would you like some drugs from my drawer?
Yeah, I
He just
know.
has lots of bags of pills.
Just packs of drugs. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the strangest, like, um, thing in this movie is he goes like, "Go bowling." Do vampires like to bowl? I know vampires like to play baseball.
It seems like they like to bowl in this movie.
Bowling is something I cannot believe survived COVID. Because, like, first of all, I mean, obviously, like a lot of bowling alleys were closed. There's not a lot of can't be a lot of ventilation in some of those places, right? And everyone's wearing each other's shoes and shit.
Gross.
Um, but like the finger food to mouth to ball hole to finger food to mouth, like
There's a lot of fingers to balls.
triangle is dangerous to me. But like,
We talked about this just recently, I think.
yeah.
Not on the podcast, but just talked about this recently. And I don't fuck with bowling. I never have. I never will. I don't like bowling. I also like I have long nails. I don't want to stick them in the bowling ball.
You got short legs and short arms. I just don't know.
What the fuck?
I just don't. I just can't see your
Damn.
frame, you know,
And I don't have roller skates.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I only do it like that with roller skates and I skate right up to the front and just fucking kick them over. But see it's funny because I was watching this, I was like, actually I do want to go bowling. But
Gross.
I like kind of like threw up my back a little bit last time I tried to go bowling. I didn't feel
Yeah.
it the day of, but then to the next day I was like, holy shit.
You're trying to be an overachiever.
Yeah, dude, I was, you know.
Okay.
I run into a few sometimes, or I'll get on a good streak or something, but I
Yeah.
have no technique.
Yeah, it's just pure luck.
Just fucking throw it hard down the middle.
Love that.
And you watch people that try to be all fucking like fancy and shit.
Technique. Do like a little foot twirl kind of situation.
I remember I would like go bowling with like friends in high school and like some of them would get all doing their like fucking spins and shit and you're
Put a
like
little flair on it.
I'm like guys, who the fuck do we think we are? Come on.
We're gonna get matching shirts now.
Yeah. Let's not be good at bowling. I don't think that's gonna help us get into parties. But I guess Charlie's like kind of into it because then he's like, yeah, I'm just like really into bowling now. This shit
Yeah.
like centers me.
Yeah.
Because Alex is like, the fuck are you doing here? Why are you fucking Jack Nicholson with your fucking sunglasses on in here? Like, what are you
Yeah, that is
doing?
weird.
Yeah. And she's like, I am I'm a fucking scholar, by the way, so I've got tickets to the symphony. I need
Mhm.
you to meet me tonight. Um, but he says sure, but he ends up just abandoning her anyway.
Which the worst part, I think she thought that he wouldn't be interested and was like, "Oh, like you don't have to go." And he was like, "No, like of course. Like I would love to be there with you." Imagine like, oh, this being stood up situation. Whoo, I'd be pissed if I was Alex.
Dude, especially when you like offer him an out and it's like, dude, I could have brought one of my
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, she could have gone with someone else. Then she gets
Yeah.
stuck with fucking creep ass Louis.
Yeah, dude, he's just fucking. And then, so how does she know who Louis is before this? Or he introduces himself as Louis.
He just came
And
up and was like, "Are you selling tickets?" And then
yeah.
she's like, "Come on, like let's just fucking go, like be my date, I guess."
But then like later, like she talks to like like says like Louis in such a personable, like, oh, I've known you as Louis.
Well, because they probably like were chit-chatting during intermission and stuff like that. Like they watched the whole show together. They
Okay,
probably had a lovely time.
I'm glad you said intermission because I thought you were gonna say chatting during the show, and I was like, they
No,
fucking better have been not.
no. But my thought process
That's against the
is
law.
because I'm thinking what I would have done in this situation if I were Alex and a random man like came up and was like, "Hey, like, I'd be like, "You know what? Fuck it. Like, come on, guy." And just like be really nice to him just in case that Charlie does show up, be like, "Oh, here's my fucking new friend that I made while you were off fucking around probably bowling again."
That's like not safe at all. I would say if
It's not
anything,
safe. Don't do that
just
though.
give Louis both tickets and leave.
Yes, that's probably what she should have done. But she also, I think she wanted to go see the show.
Well, yeah.
She could have also just said, "I don't have an extra ticket."
Yeah.
But
It's just said don't talk to me.
it's the irrational rage that probably fueled her, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. So very briefly, we're introduced to Charlie's buddy Richie, who
Mhm.
shows up to just establish himself as a character in this movie,
Yeah,
that Charlie knows.
yeah.
So
No
later,
character development for Richie.
when Charlie's on his way with his original intention to pick up Alex and go to or meet her at the symphony or whatever, he sees that Regine and the vampire crew have picked up Richie to take
Hmm.
him to that building where they're having some sort of
Party.
party.
Hmm.
It's like
Like a
one or
mixer
two. Yeah, it's like so not everyone there's a vampire, and
because you got to
some
eat.
some people are wearing masks, like one or two people are, but others
Hmm.
aren't.
Hmm.
And then I guess they were in orgies. There was just like that kind of bathroom,
Kind of had that vibe
just
though because of
kissing.
the
Yeah.
yeah, like maybe it was gonna get wild later.
And he's like kind of like standing outside the building, like after he follows them, just abandons Alex, right? And then just
Yeah.
follows
Doesn't think
them.
twice about it.
And then he's just kind of like perving to watch in the window a little bit just to see what's going on. And clearly this is like a vampire threesome situation.
It's I feel like the humans going into this situation, the non-vampire people, probably thought this was an orgy, and the vampires are like, this is a buffet.
Yeah. So immediately it's just like, well, fuck, Peter Vincent's like another floor up or down. I don't know.
Hmm.
So let me go talk to him. And of course, Peter's just so fucking happy to have company, right?
Puts on his little cloak.
He's like, let me put on my Fright Night cloak. Let's make this
Yeah.
a I hey, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this 100. So
Hmm.
here I am. Welcome to Fright Night.
So cute.
He's like, I don't know if this is vampires, but yeah, I'm your fucking ride or die, bro.
Yeah, he's
Cuh.
ready. Cuh. Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh. Cuh. Dude. Hello, hello, Too Fast, Too Furious. It's so good. So, so they crash this party. Richie's there, who seems generally fine.
Hmm.
Charlie tries to like, he's like, can I like very just slowly,
Seductively.
just seductively, just kind of pull on your clothes and just look for wounds on you?
Can you imagine like someone doing that?
Hey, you know what? I appreciate Richie's patience.
I know. Richie's
Letting
like,
him do
what
that.
are you doing?
Yeah. So Charlie's like, all right, fine. I'm a little embarrassed. Okay. Because Charlie's still like unsure. He
Hmm.
still thinks he might be going crazy. Um, this is when he gets pulled into that seductive vampire dance with
Yes.
Regine.
Which is not as sexy as the dance from the first one. Like, not to compare here, but oof,
It's
yeah.
it's not.
No.
I do love that like in the background, Peter's like, this party's fucking rad.
He's loving it. Yeah, he's having such a good time. He's like, there's little fake vampire teeth. Come on.
Yeah, he's like, I love this. So like when Charlie wants to leave, he's like, it's cool. You go ahead, man. I'm gonna keep doing some recon.
Yeah.
See, see if I can, get something good out of this.
Yeah.
So, but oh boy, he finds out really quick because he's got his like little, what is that? His like big ass pocket mirror.
It's a pocket mirror, but it looked like maybe it had like rolled cigarettes in it.
That's what I was thinking.
Hmm.
But he looks in the reflection, of course. Fucking, it was like
Nobody dancing
Regine
back there.
and Belle on the roller
Hmm.
skates. I don't know if Belle still had their roller skates on.
I don't think Belle was wearing the roller skates at that moment, no.
Yeah, that's only like when they're out like for the hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bowling, of
These
course.
are my hunting and bowling skates.
And
So
everyone's just cool with that.
it's my thing. Let it be my thing. These are never going to go out of style. Trust me. And then even then, Charlie's like, oh, fuck, my girlfriend.
I love his reaction when they're just like at the party. That's probably one of my favorite Charlie moments. He goes, Alex.
I'm like, don't tell me you legitimately forgot. You were there in your car ready to
You're
pick her up,
your
and
super hot girlfriend. Like he's
you
like,
actively,
fuck.
you actively turned around your car and
Mhm.
went and followed. And then all of a sudden, then you forget her. Like when you woke up, it was already 7:45.
Yeah, like
What do
you
you
were already in
mean?
a bad spot.
He's like, no, 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 no. I fully intended to come back after I checked in on this vampire party.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, he's such an asshole. So when Peter finds out, sees that they don't have reflections, this is pretty cool. Like, so he like steps out and then like, she's already waiting right there, like
Hmm.
in the elevator entrance. Goes down the stairs, she's right there at the bottom. She goes pretty easy on him. I don't know why she
Oh
didn't just
yeah.
fucking just kill him straight up like
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, because she wanted to see him, or she wanted him to suffer like when she takes his show. That's his most favorite thing,
Yeah,
his livelihood.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I get good point. Because she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill the fuck out of Charlie though. So see you later, you fucking coward.
And she
But
reveals who she is.
which is a little, I don't know.
Just thrown in.
So she's Jerry's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a couple questions, clarifying questions.
Oh,
I don't,
okay.
so you don't have to have the answer to this.
No, lay him on me. Maybe I will. Who knows?
So, so again, my understanding, so vampire rules are pretty loosey-goosey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think the cleanest explanation behind this would be that Jerry and Regine were brother and sister
Mm-hmm.
and both became vampires.
Yes, that's what I assumed.
Okay, because I was like, I asked my wife, she knows a little bit about vampire lore. Um, and I just, wanted to ask you, I mean, with your knowledge of at least Buffy vampire lore, can a vampire impregnate a woman?
In every vampire lore that I have read, no, because death can't create life,
Right? Now I get it, like in Twilight, he could.
which is fucking whack. Fuck Twilight. I don't fuck with Twilight, and I don't think any of their sparkly fucking bullshit is. We're not werewolves and vampires being together. I'm not into it.
And so, yeah, so yeah, okay, all right. Because I was just like, hold on, how are they brother and sister?
I'm assuming they were brother and sister in life and both got turned into vampires.
Or did they
Or
just
one
mean
turned the
like,
other one into a vampire after becoming a vampire.
or maybe just meant like casually, like, hey, we came up out of the same vampire orphanage
I think
situation.
they were literally brother and sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, hey, so it's just old-fashioned revenge. It feels
Hmm.
pretty convenient, I suppose.
Yeah. But I mean,
But
I guess they had to have a reason why she would specifically target Charlie, why he would be targeted by vampires twice. So, I mean, it works, but it does feel very like throwaway.
yeah. So that night, Regine kind of fogs her way into Charlie's dorm room
Yeah.
and just continues to just
Yeah, just a little.
a little slurp out of that neck hole.
Hmm.
It's gross.
Real gross. Yeah.
It's just looking getting pretty big and pretty infected
Yeah, now
looking.
he's got like a double band-aid situation. You know, once you put on that second band-aid, things are getting bad.
Yeah, you really need to be like, okay, we might need to escalate
Yeah.
this.
You should be going to less band-aids, not more.
And then yeah, the next day, fucking Peter shows up on set to learn he's just been fucking fired, just like that.
Damn.
He's like, what about, I
And
don't know what his contract stipulates.
they presumably no plan for this show.
Yeah, Regine's now the host. So he's like, well, I'm unemployed, so
Mm,
fuck. He goes to find Charlie, who's making it's like a pretty weak apology and also like kind of like an aggro apology to Alex,
mm.
you know? Because yeah, he was like trying to apologize to her, and then like somehow she just like makes fun of his like vampire literature that he's into.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't ever make fun of that. Don't ever make me feel
You,
silly about the things I like.
yeah, he's like, you read it. How would you know? Everybody just says shit and they haven't read it. And like sometimes I do feel that way about like horror movies when people are like, "Oh, horror is a stupid genre," and I'm like, "You didn't even watch it. You
Your
can
whole
fuck right off."
your whole fucking life is a stupid genre. How's that fucking feel? Fucking
It's a
jerk.
good comeback.
Thank thank you. So Peter goes and he's like, okay, yeah, okay, for real though, it's vampires.
Yeah,
You're right, Charlie. But then now Charlie is like, nah, dude, I let me try and
I jumped
apologize
the
to my
gun.
girlfriend and I jumped the gun. And of course, who knows? And some of this is him slowly becoming a vampire, right?
Hmm.
But again, like meanwhile, like Charlie's like being pretty good about being in the sun, but then is like really into like staring at necks. And then had a garlicky
Of
slice of
course.
pizza that he just was not having.
That was so funny. I was like, why is this woman listing all of the ingredients of this pizza? Like, what could possibly be the purpose? And she's like, a whole clove of garlic, just right on there.
Have you had roasted garlic on pizza?
Like roasted like on top of the pizza?
Oh yeah, like roasted, like whole like ass like cloves and shit.
No, I would not do
Yeah.
that. Mm-mm.
It's a little intense. I can only do like one slice of it, but it's not bad.
I love garlic, but I don't know that I love it that much.
As he's recovering from the garlic pizza, he learns that his buddy Richie is in fact now dead.
Hmm.
Yeah. So he's like, Peter, I'm sorry, we're best friends again. I'm sorry.
We got hunting
Um,
to do.
yeah. He leaves a little note. He's like, I'm sorry, you're right. I love you.
Yeah.
Just looking like it's in like either like shitty pencil or like crayon almost. Just like, here you go.
They love leaving notes in this
I
movie.
know. Um, but then he sees the bug eater, Bosworth, go down into the basement.
Mm,
And then, as you do, this is when you find all the coffins that
yes.
the group's been sleeping in. So, does Regine make them sleep in the basement? Like, they rent a whole ass space.
Yeah, I think they're like her flunkies, so she gets to sleep in a nicer space.
No, she's in the basement too.
Oh, maybe to protect themselves from the sunlight. Like you don't nobody's opening windows while they're in there.
Yeah, I suppose so. But I guess you
Get a
just
good night's
put
rest
blackout curtains and
or
stuff. You
good
can do
day's
that.
rest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but somebody could open your blackout curtains if they figure out where your lair is.
And then who owns this building? Like, so are they paying, what are they paying rent for?
I would bet they are paying rent for the apartment, like the upper living, and then they just have taken over the basement, would be my guess.
Yeah,
And just kill anybody who questions you or
I
turn them into
suppose,
a vampire so you can work with them.
I suppose so. But he does find Regine down there and tries to kill her, but like, she just fucking mind controls him and just
Hmm.
fucking walks his ass outside.
Oh, literally, she's like, I'm gonna go back to sleep now and you're gonna fuck off.
Yeah. So I'm just
Just
gonna
all
walk
with
your
the
ass into
eyes.
traffic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Alex being like, all right, fine, maybe I'll read one of your vampire books. Is speed reading Dracula,
Oh my God. In
basically.
such an exaggerated manner with her, the
Yeah,
way she does her like hand trick.
yeah.
Yeah.
At first I thought she picked like the biggest, like thinnest one, and maybe she was just like, all right, this is the thinnest one at least, so I can just go through this one. But at first I was thinking she was like picking like the picture book version of it because there was like what, like 30 different versions of Dracula.
Yeah, there were so many.
Yeah. And she's like, this one's the thinnest. Maybe this one has pictures. I'll
Yeah.
just take this one. And then fucking Louis shows up and startles her. Dude, ugh. When you go, you look great, scared.
That, oh my
That
gosh. That is the like such like it I don't even want to call it a red flag statement because like at that point you're already past red flag if
little bit.
someone says you look good scared and you don't know them. Now, if I know them, that could be hot, but not not a random dude, no.
So he gets turned down again, very politely, too
Yes.
politely.
Yes. I mean, they're
Um,
the only people in this library, so she's in a situation where she kind of has to be polite.
yeah. And I guess they just had this bowling alley and they were like, let's just use it again because when Louis gets turned down, Bosworth is like, fuck it, dude. Let's bowl.
My therapist told me bowling is the solution for everything.
Yeah. So which I'm like, okay,
Now it makes sense.
was that supposed to be like a hint that the
Oh yeah.
therapist
Oh shit, maybe.
is
Because he's
involved
like,
or
guys,
something?
just go bowling. That's his thing.
Or he's like the only therapist in town and I'm not
He
saying, I
tells
mean,
everybody.
vampires can have therapists.
Yeah, he tells
Sure.
everybody to go bowling.
Yeah, maybe he's like a part owner of that bowling alley or something. Maybe he like owes some money or something and has to direct some business. I don't
I
know.
love that.
Yeah. But
Good
yeah,
boy.
this whole fucking scene. And then for a dude that eats bugs and shit, like he gets really startled by
Yeah.
because of course when you see people are getting attacked in a bowling alley, um, you need to see it's a requirement that that little machine that spits the bowling balls out, there better be a head that comes
We
out of there.
knew, like, you knew going into this scene that a head was going to come out of that. What do you call that?
Or just a return machine or whatever, the ball return.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the ball return, like we knew a head was going to come out of that. I could understand him being like annoyed, like if he's actually like trying to bowl and he's just like, oh, come on. Like,
Yeah.
but he's literally like, ew. A head, gross.
Yeah, it's a little silly. So then, like we know, Regine is now hosting Fright Night. Everyone just happens to be in front of TVs at this
Of
point,
course.
like at the bowling alley, um, Peter at the bar, and then the others at the library.
Hmm.
Like this is cool and all, sure.
But what the fuck is happening?
First of all, like she's supposed to just like introduce like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
It's like interpretive dance. She disappears into the fog and is the fog, and then she pops back up and she's got blood all over her face. And now I'm like, she is the vampire, but I'm like, girl, you're just supposed to be the host. Like,
Yeah, like I get like yeah, interpretive dance or whatever is like kind of her thing. And at first I
hmm
was like, what is she supposed to be doing some like mind control thing that like so everyone on TV is gonna get possessed,
That's what I was thinking too.
right? But like no, she's like, no, this is just
Just my
this,
dance.
this is me just being fucking petty that
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this job from you and just
Do it
fucking
wrong.
just do the goofiest thing. Just
Yeah.
'cause. Who cares?
She eventually introduces the show, but not herself.
Does she?
Yeah, she says, "Welcome to Fright Night."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Peter's mad as hell. He's watching at this bar. He's like, I'm gonna, I'm a vampire hunter. I'm gonna kill that fucking bitch.
I love it.
Yeah. And this like weird back and forth between the guys like, don't I know you? And he's like, I'm a goddamn vampire hunter.
I'm gonna tell you who I am.
Yeah. He's like, are you though? He's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess by his plan though is like he goes to the police and the police he thinks the police are going to arrest the vampires, bring the vampires to him so he can stake them all. And the
Mhm.
cops are like,
That's
okay, we're
insane.
gonna we're gonna have you committed, which they do, because it is
Yeah.
really easy to do.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
In one
Charlie and
night.
Alec, yeah. Charlie and Alex, like I said, are at the library. They get attacked by Louis. Um, and that was another vampire thing, is that I was like, I guess roses to the face
Hmm.
can fuck with a vampire.
Yeah,
But
that one's not very heavily used.
so what I've learned, and sorry anyone screaming at me, if I'm getting all my vampire facts wrong, is that so like roses can like keep them like at bay. Like you could put roses like on like their coffin and it would kind of keep them in there.
Almost like garlic.
Yeah. But also it needs to be wild roses. And I don't know if he went and picked those himself. Or no, he must have from that place they're at the end of the movie. That's
Oh, he could have, yeah. And
maybe.
knowing Charlie's cheap ass, he didn't go and spend money on them. He was like, "Oh, a rose garden. I'm just gonna trim these
Yeah.
right up."
Funny that where that's see there you go. His cheapness worked out for him.
Yep.
So then I guess and they just cut out a scene where the police arrive after
Yeah.
they attack Louis, not kill him, but attack
Hmm.
him.
Hmm.
Because then they end up in jail in like the next scene.
Yeah.
So the therapist, which I'm like, why? And we'll find out why, but I'm like, why is he still in this fucking movie?
Yeah.
Um, Goes and bails out Alex, and then they go to bail out Charlie, but then
Hmm.
to find that he's already gone because Regine picked him up.
Yeah, that's a weird situation too. I'd be like, I don't know if your like professor should be bailing you out of jail.
And then also, how much does wait, who's the professor?
Isn't the therapist is also her professor, like her mentor?
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. I missed that part.
That's
That's
where that connection is. Because my husband, of course, was like sitting in on that moment and he was like, I don't think that's appropriate for her to be like bailing her out of jail and then driving her home. And I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I agree.
I think she should call her parents.
Yeah. And so clearly like he's weird and something's going on.
Right. So so okay, so they go to find Peter, right? Or no,
Mhm.
they're gonna I think they're gonna go and break Peter out
Yes.
or something.
That's the plan.
And
Yeah, so and also like commit crime with her.
yeah, and the therapist like I don't know, just uses his vampire magic to like keep this train like
Yeah.
alarm going on.
She's
He's like,
like,
"Oh, sorry,
I
I'm
don't think
stuck."
there's a train.
It's like, "I think we're stuck here forever. I don't know." And then I was like, again, it was very uncomfortable. I was like, "Are you gonna like make a move on her or something? What
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? This energy is very strange."
At that point, I was feeling like he's a vampire.
Yeah. And then he gets, yeah, all vampire-y. And then like and again, here's what I'm unsure about. Was he a vampire the whole time?
That part, I don't know. I wasn't sure, but that first scene that he's with Charlie, that's very clearly during the day, and there's sun like beaming into that room.
Right? Because I was thinking, is this like a long con situation where like he became a like this vampire became a therapist, became licensed, right? And then to give therapy to Charlie
He's got multiple lifetimes, so
to
he could do it.
yeah, to convince him that vampires don't exist. You
Hmm.
know, like that's his thing. He's like a therapist that's hired by vampires to be a therapist to
Oh
humans to
my God, I
convince them
love
that
that.
vampires aren't real after they've seen clear evidence that vampires exist. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that's not the worst plan, but I don't think that that's what was happening.
Yeah, but then otherwise I'm like I think that there are some parts of this movie you can trim down and put in
Yeah.
a scene where like he gets attacked or something and turned into a vampire.
Yeah, for sure. Because this movie is long for how much for how little plot there is.
And also because not only like was he a vampire the whole time? I don't know, but also is he working for Regine?
Yeah, I think so.
How? Who just like what evidence of this? They had never spoken.
She must have made him a vampire at some point. I
Maybe.
mean, we don't know this, but
Like I don't need my handheld,
implied
but I do like some
is something, yeah, to make it make sense. And yeah, like you said, we had time for it.
implied is generous. I feel like
Okay.
implied means like it's like a 50-50, let's meet in the middle. Like I think they're asking you to meet them like 70-30
Well, it works in
at
their
best.
favor because doesn't he capture her? Or that was the plan was to capture her and bring her there so that
Was
Charlie could
it?
eat her. I thought so.
Maybe.
That's
Uh,
maybe I'm just filling in a lot of blanks to like make the movie make sense.
I think you might be.
Okay. Well.
So,
Also, we did not even talk about had we seen this movie before. Neither of us had seen this movie before. This is our first watch, right? This was your first watch?
yeah, so keeping track of
Yeah.
everyone's names was a little tough.
Yeah, so just to clarify, we've only seen this movie once, and that is why we are trying to figure shit out.
She kills him. And this is, I think, supposed to be kind of comedic.
Yeah, it doesn't super land.
It doesn't land.
Yeah.
But he's dead. And then
Mhm.
she goes off to get Peter. Basically, she takes his like all of his IDs and says, just it really does not take a lot to get into this hospital and pretend that you're a doctor.
No, I appreciate her confidence level though on playing like the part. Like she's like really like I'm gonna get this guy out of there.
Yeah, 100%. Like, no, this
Yeah.
is where I'm just like, okay, she's got her agency. Like, she becomes kind of
Hmm.
the, the hero at this point.
Yeah.
She breaks Peter out, with the help of this random, uh,
Patient.
patient that's there.
Yeah.
That's just like, I don't care. I fucking attack staff for way less. So
Yeah, he's like, Peter Vincent,
go fight your vampires, Peter Vincent.
I'm gonna do whatever he needs.
Yeah, just gives them a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Where he
Doesn't even
takes
try to escape either. He's like, I'm gonna get this nurse, I'm gonna set off the fire alarm, and I'm gonna let you two dip out. Good luck.
yeah. Oh, yeah, took a fucking bucket to her face or some shit.
Yeah, well,
There's the
cheers to
other guy.
him.
Yeah. I know, but yeah, it's yeah, when they're like in the end just talking about like, oh wow, wild story. Like no one will ever believe us. Like I wonder if she brings that guy up. She's like, yeah, thank God for that guy.
Yeah.
He's still he's still in there, man.
Could any of this have worked without him? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he really pulled through.
So So she successfully breaks Peter out, and dude, Peter's fucking stoked. He's like, I'm back in it. Let's do it.
Hmm.
We gotta stop. We're gonna stop by this church. I'm gonna grab this robe and this bucket of holy water.
Oh, he's got all the things going
Yeah.
hard.
Like he like turns around and kind of apologizes to God or whoever, whatever angel is the regional manager of that church, to be like,
Yeah.
I'm just borrowing it. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, it's her fighting evil. So,
Yeah. I guess it's one of those things where it's like you need to like kind of believe in it a little bit for it to work, right? So I
yeah,
get it
maybe.
because, you know, swings by his house too, and he's just like, oh man, I use this one at this time, or like this one's from this movie, this one's from this one.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just so fucking stoked.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh man, this is going to be a great time."
Just whistling a tune to himself, just being, I'm
Yeah,
ready to
he
kill a goddamn vampire. I'm back.
hmm
I'm gonna get my goddamn show back. So we've got Alex and Peter who are going to get Charlie, who of
hmm
course was taken by Regine, and then now is back at, they're bathing him and getting him ready and such.
Yeah. The bath was necessary, I guess.
Yeah. So they scale the outside wall to the window where they're keeping Charlie. Um, Run into Vampire Richie, who was, well, he's not dead, but he's undead.
He's undead, yeah.
Yeah. Just fucking, just a bucket of holy water right to the fucking face.
And he was actually like being like a nice like vampire friend to Charlie. He's like, "You want some tea, man? I'm gonna get you some tea." And like comes back with this cute little like silver platter with the tea on it, and they're just like, "Fuck you, holy water." He's like, "What the fuck? I'm just trying to bring him tea."
I was just trying to be a good friend. God
Yeah,
damn,
he's like,
man.
"I'm trying to like get him acclimated here while he's becoming a vampire. He's clearly uncomfortable. Like, he needs some hot tea."
Um, Charlie's starting to turn slowly into a vampire during this. But they put this robe on him. I don't know if how the I didn't look that one up, how the robe situation works.
I did not look into the robe and I was not familiar with that.
Yeah, just some regular ass like pastor robe that
I
I
think
guess
so. Like yeah, something that
holy
a
garments.
priest would wear. Yeah.
Louis attacks and Charlie kills him.
Looking full werewolf, like climbing on walls and shit.
Oh yeah, like Spider-Man style.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I think this kind of like ties back to the first Fright Night, and maybe I'm like overthinking it a little bit, but I did watch behind the scenes stuff for Fright Night, and they make it very clear that Jerry is a fruit bat, not just like any sort of bat. That's why he's always snacking on fruits.
Mm,
And so I wonder if any vampire like just has a specific type of creature or bat that they are, and Louis just got stuck with some sort of fucking wall climbing dog boy werewolf situation.
yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, hey, rest in peace, Louis. I liked him.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that he's like impressed by the shot. He's like, damn, bullseye.
So then you've got Bell and Bosworth. Sorry, like I said, still getting myself acclimated to the names. I
Mhm.
just have roller skates and bug eater.
Oh, we would have known.
Yeah, so they attack and subdue them. This is when Regina arrives and then gives the shout out to the title. Welcome to Fright
Hmm.
Night, which is fucking
Hmm.
great. And I guess the robe isn't powerful enough for her, I guess, because
No, she's an experienced vampire. She's been around for a minute.
yeah. So fucking they're knocking fucking Peter around. Belle's got Alex, and then the robe's off, and Regine's like, I'm your fucking vampire master, and is trying to make Alex bite. Sorry, other way around. Charlie bite Alex.
Hmm.
But love wins. Sorry. Ain't
But
gonna
yeah.
happen. She just said that. Like, she's like, I don't love you. But if I just say it, he'll believe it. He's so
Oh
dumb.
yeah, he's so dumb. Yeah.
And then it's this like awkward thing where he like grabs Belle's hands, which are very sharp, like or
Hmm.
who's
It's like
behind
talons.
Alex, and then pulls the arms like so it like cuts
Into
up
Bosworth.
Bosworth's stomach, like Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger style.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
cuts didn't match the action.
It was just a whole awkward situation where I'm like, I feel like we could have maybe just thought about this and blocked this a little differently,
It,
because it's very strange.
and logistically, I don't quite understand why Bodsworth is leaking. Like, I get that he eats all the bugs, but like he's like leaking bugs from his open wounds and it just kind of dissolves. Because I'm like, okay, if he was a regular vampire, wouldn't he need to be stabbed in the heart or beheaded, not just like a claw to the torso?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
It just, that felt a little weird. So then it got me wondering, I'm like, is he a vampire? I'm assuming he is, but
He's just a bug eater, I
maybe
guess.
he's weak because he only eats bugs.
Yeah. And can't digest the bugs because
Yeah,
clearly cuts
yeah,
open the stomach
they're
and
they're
that's where
alive.
they're all still there and alive.
Yeah,
So
so
so he
they're
just swallows them
thriving.
whole.
Gross.
Yeah, a little bit. I think
And then
about that when you like you know how you can like get like yogurt with like live cultures.
mhm.
I think about that. That's
I
that's what I imagine my stomach is feeling.
is
Yeah.
after you have a yogurt, a probiotic yogurt, it's
Yeah.
just fucking centipedes and worms and stink bugs and spiders just
Yeah.
crawling around. I was more so thinking, I'm like, wait, did he when he was alive or undead, whatever you want to call it, was he
Uh,
feeling all of these bugs just moving around in his stomach? Because that makes me want to throw up. That's disgusting.
that's pretty terrible.
Yeah. So I didn't like that whole situation. Now, practically, effects wise, very cool, but it just didn't make sense.
But yes, practical effects looks cool, looks
Mm-hmm.
great. His death looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then Belle fucking comes at him hard with the roller skates. They use the robe to do like a little bit of this kind of like bullfighting situation.
Love it.
Yeah. So they're able to like wrap around Belle and then they fucking Peter fucking hits him with the sun. Was the sun's like out and bright at this point now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's
Um,
daytime.
and fucking again, very great effects seeing their face get fucking
Mm.
roasted up.
I love the melting and like the gelatinous look of the body and the bones dissolving.
Love it.
Kind of reminds me of Hellraiser.
So Regine's fucking pissed.
Oh yeah. That was
Start
her crew.
Yeah, starts fucking screaming and shit. And then since it's daylight, right, starts fighting her way through the elevator shaft downstairs to get to the sorry, not the attic, the other way around. Get to the
Hmm.
basement to her coffin. Um, Charlie and Alex are like, all right, hey, we're gonna cut her off at the bottom. Peter, stay here and do whatever you're doing. And then they go and like, and again, I guess yes, communion wafers, basically anything like kind of like religious or like embodying
Hmm.
of like Christ
Hmm.
is just no good for vampires.
Yeah, I always like to think of that because, people are just like, oh, well, then wouldn't there be like a God and like religion? And I'm like, well, no, not necessarily. I'm like, maybe somebody just like some priest just cursed them along the way with like religious relics, and that's just what happened to vampires, or maybe they're really superstitious,
There you
you
go.
know? You don't know.
It was a little cute. Where like I'm sure they were like as they're propping up these little wafers in
Yeah.
this coffin, they're like, it wouldn't hurt anything to put it in the
In the
shape of a
shape of a
cross.
cross. Yeah. I love that they put it in the shape of a cross.
Yeah, like it wouldn't make anything like worse, right?
Yeah.
So might as well try it. It could
Yeah,
only possibly benefit us.
for sure.
Yeah. Um so Regine shows up and she's like, I have other coffins. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
yelling dickheads. Like that's equivalent of just like showing up and just like, yeah, just like peeing on my bed. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess I'll go sleep on another
Yeah.
bed. You know, I'm pretty well connected. I've been alive for a long time.
Hmm.
You know. That my favorite coffin? Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
So fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's like spilling wine on someone's couch. It's like, okay, well, I can just sit somewhere else.
But while I have many coffins, I am still pretty fucking pissed. So she comes at them. I do like her like demon bat form situation. That is pretty
Me
good.
too. Yeah,
Watch her fucking fly
she
around
looks
like
pretty
that.
cool.
And then when she was coming after Peter a little bit, like through the roof of the elevator,
Mm.
like those like claws coming up, like that looked real good.
And she's got that like slimy giant bat face too.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, she calls Peter a coward for like going back up the elevator shaft and she's
He's
like,
got a
ah, see,
plan.
look at him. Look at him. You're fucking bitch thinks he's a vampire hunter. He's just crawling away. And he's like, dude, just give me a fucking second. Like,
Yeah. He's like,
I'm
I've got a plan. Like, can you just chill?
like literally every time like he walks away, she's like, see, coward.
Yeah, he's like, maybe I just need to use the restroom and I'll be right back.
Yeah, maybe just give me a fucking second. Like, god damn. Um, but he shows up, he finds, gets like a shard of glass. And again, the sun rules with this are a little wishy-washy because
She's like an ant. Like, it just kind of, you're like, what do you call that? Like, deflecting the light, like, to her, which I don't know.
a little bit. It reminds me, I feel like there's like a number of like Zelda games where like there's like mirror light situations that you have to do. So get that angle just right. And but again, it's she can be outside in the sun. They all can.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when like I guess the direct sun is hitting, and Bosworth can't be a vampire because he was holding it for her or for Regine.
Yeah, so I think he was like a Renfield type. Like he was human and had supernatural type powers as like he's like a keeper of the vampires.
And the movie was like, we don't need to explain that to you. You all
Yeah,
figure this out. You're smart people.
yeah. I mean, we kind of figured it out.
But again, he's able to take this shard of glass, point the sun down, sunshine down on her, um, and then fucking roasts her. It's
Hmm.
pretty fucking easy to be fair, all things
Yeah,
considered.
and that looks pretty fun too.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, so it's just like fun effect after fun effect after fun effect of a whole movie that really didn't have much of that in the first two acts.
Yeah. But hey, we did. She's dead.
Hmm.
Fright Night Part 2.
Hmm.
And then so yeah, I guess everybody must have just yeah, I know it's a mind control thing with Regine because Peter gets his show back.
Yeah.
Like the
I'm
next day.
assuming
So
she used mind control to get that show. She didn't go in there and do her interpretive dance, and they were all like, wow, Regine, you know what? We're gonna fire Peter. We're putting you in. No plan.
but like nobody asked, like they're just like, huh. Yeah, we fired you for a day, huh? I guess you can come back if you want.
They probably pretended they didn't even remember it, even though
Yeah.
they did.
And then yeah, really this is it. Like sometime later, they're all or at least Charlie and Alex are picnicking over I presume by where he picked those roses,
Mm-hmm. Because you got roses there.
which I'm like, that's like still like school property. Like someone like grows those roses.
Yeah, I
You
was
just go in
wondering,
and just steal them.
I'm like, are they wild roses if they're just not your roses?
Are they yeah, right? Are they wild if they're like
Or
in a
just
very
stolen roses?
well-kept garden situation with
Yeah,
public
exactly.
access?
Feels a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, like a lot with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he's like, fucking dude, just
Oh,
or just committing too much. Like being
yeah.
like, we're gonna have kids. You're gonna learn how to play banjo.
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
What are you saying to me? You're crazy.
yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. But she's all for it. Who cares? She's feeling
She,
reckless. She's in college.
yeah, she's like, we can practice having kids, basically saying like, I'm down to fuck, and then
Yeah.
you can just spend your time learning how to play banjo, I guess.
Yeah, just not near me, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody wants to hear that.
Fright Night Part 2. And then that pretty kick-ass song that plays over the credits.
Oh yeah, the song in the credits is good. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish there would have been more fun 80s bops like throughout the movie because I feel like the first Fright Night also gave us more of
Yeah.
that too.
Dang. Did I miss anything? Leave anything out?
I don't think so.
Oh, look at
Pretty
us.
good. Pretty good
Love
recap.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Natalie, before we get into our boo scores, What are the taglines for this movie?
This movie has four taglines.
Okay.
Okay. One of them I think works with the movie poster. So it's kind of weird when you're looking at it not on a movie poster because it just says welcome back dot dot dot. I'm assuming that it would say like to Fright Night.
Yeah. Well, because it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It should be welcome back to
But
dot
it's
dot
not.
dot.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
welcome back. Do you have a taste for terror?
Hmm.
I like that one.
And I do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. More than a sequel, it's a scream.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think I like this one the best. The suckers are back. Kind of silly.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. It's like, hey, let's do one where we're just having fun with it.
Yeah, have a little fun. I mean, it is, supposed to have some humor to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your taglines.
There you go. Nothing like college sucks or something,
Oh, that would have been good.
because
You've been good at like throwing in some suggestions those last couple tagline lists.
okay. I
Hmm.
wouldn't call that one of my best, but thank you.
Not one of your best, but it's fun.
Fright Night Part Tooth. Because that's what a vampire's
Stupid.
got, but so do we.
That one is not good.
Fuck. Fuck.
Just yeah. You never know, like with me. It could go either way, but
No.
I didn't like that one.
Flew too close to the sun.
You flew too close to the sun for sure.
Just especially bad in a vampire situation.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Boost scores. Um, I'll go first.
You should, because I went first last time.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So just like how I stand to the side in concerts, I will volunteer myself. So yeah, I like this movie. It's fun. I hadn't seen it. Like this was my first time watching
Hmm.
it. Um, and the last one deserves a higher boost score than I gave it.
Hmm.
This one, like, it's not as memorable. It's still a fun watch. If it was on
Hmm.
in a hotel, yeah, I would leave it on.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Again, that effects work is fantastic by Greg Canham. You deserve all your roses,
Oh,
you
you're wild
know?
roses.
All your wild roses. This rose is for you, Greg Canham. And it's like, okay, so is this as good as the first one? No. It's just missing that magic, and I think that magic is Chris
Hmm.
Sarandon. Uh,
Yeah, he is magical.
and yeah, it doesn't, like you mentioned, it doesn't have as much of like the really good music behind it. Um, but I don't know. I think everyone's good in this.
Hmm.
I
I agree.
again, I like Tracy Lynn. She's fantastic in this.
Hmm.
I think each of the vampire crew are all fantastic. Honestly, I thought the least interesting one was Regine, probably.
Oh, for sure.
Because the others I feel like get a lot more to do instead of just being like that
Hmm.
kind of like one note seductress kind of situation.
I would have
Um,
even liked to have seen her interact with her crew a little bit more.
yeah, me too. Yeah, some good just behind the scenes hijinks. It's
Yeah.
like it's like when Rita Repulsa is just kind of hamming it up with whatever with
Yes.
Goldar and the
Hmm.
the the dude in the little apron that
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the little goat monster in the
Oh,
apron that
so weird.
it's got a monocle, I think. I forget.
Yeah.
So
Goldar's cute.
yeah, Goldar is
He's
pretty
kind of
cute.
cute. Give him pets.
Oh yeah. Mm. Where was I? This movie, yeah, like like I just feel like it's like okay, it's just like it's Fright Night. It's a little less.
Hmm.
Doesn't have the same energy as the first one, but it is also like oh, it's just nice seeing these characters again.
Yeah.
Um,
Check in on him.
yeah, love fucking my boy Roddy McDowell. I love
He's so great.
it's like I can't think of anything, like it's not a great movie, but I can't think of anything that I dislike about this movie. So I'm just gonna go right down the middle and give this a three.
Okay. That's higher than I would have thought.
Yeah. I
All
think it was
right.
a lot of fun because really the original one deserves like a four or four and a half. But
Hmm.
I give this one a three. It's good. And I would really to anyone who watched the first one, I would absolutely still recommend watching this one. This one has still, I think, a
Yeah.
lot to like about it.
Yeah. I think if you like the first one or if you love the first one, why not watch this one?
Yeah, it doesn't
Hmm.
it's not like offensive. It doesn't hurt the original by any means.
Hmm.
It's and again, like it's yeah, sure, is it like quality wise, like maybe like a little bit of a step down, but also, and there's nothing that I outwardly don't like about this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a three. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Maybe a more positive three.
A more positive three.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I would say I did enjoy this movie. I wish it was paced a little bit better. I feel like there were parts of the movie where I was like, do we need this? Why is this taking so long? Especially like in the second act.
All the bowling.
Yeah, like there's a few scenes where I'm like, we could have cut a couple minutes here, a minute here maybe. But overall, I do anything that, has to do with the vampire crew, I think was really fun. Like I said, I would have liked to have seen Regine interact with them a little bit more. So maybe, she could have been the serious one in, a group of goofballs. And I do think that while Charlie is still shitty, he's definitely a better boyfriend to Alex than he was to Amy,
Yeah, it
right?
is awful. Yeah.
Yeah. And I appreciate that he still, I guess, keeps in touch with Peter Vincent. But this movie is hurting from not giving enough Peter Vincent. Like he's such a star, Roddy McDowell, and the character is such a fun and perfect character. Like I really think Peter Vincent is such a great character. So I think we could have led a little bit more with him and Alex doing like their little adventure together. Like we could have started that maybe a little sooner, had them collaborating while Charlie's just off, like, becoming a vampire thinking things are fine. Um, I also would leave this on in a hotel room if it was on. And I do think it's fun. If you like 80s horror, if you like vampires, I think it checks those boxes. I think it's just weird enough, but it doesn't have any really overly offensive 80s things or horror, tropes that I feel like it actually does a good job of doing the gender swap for having your female vampire and her not being like overly sexualized because vampires are innately sexual.
I don't think they really I mean, yes, she was supposed to be like attractive and sexy,
Yeah.
but like I don't think they really like objectified her much.
No, not at all. And I think that's actually a very
She is in control, you know?
yeah, she's in control and they balanced it really well, like especially how, they use that scene of her being on top of the car and controlling Charlie's mind into thinking that he's like being physical with her because it creates that connection and he's being bamboozled into thinking he has that connection, but really he's making out with his consenting girlfriend. So like it's an interesting approach and I really like it. I'm not as hot on this movie as you are because I don't know that I would go back and watch it unless someone was like, "Oh, have you seen this? Like, would you watch it with me?" Then sure. But I don't know that I would go back and watch it, whereas I would go back and watch Fright Night. But I would recommend it to people if they enjoyed Fright Night. So I'm gonna give it 2.5 boos. knowing that I would like to change my boo score for Fright Night and a solid 2.5 boos. And also, Kyle, like math, 2.5 is halfway through five, not three. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, but three is in the middle point. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
it
think it's
is kind
more
of.
favoring on the high side,
Yeah,
though.
and I said a
That's
positive
what,
three.
no, I agree. I just,
Hey, hey.
just math.
And maybe part of this is me being like, I wasn't as nice to Fright Night, so I need to be nicer to Fright Night too. I don't know.
Yeah. I will say, I really wish that Regine had more to do or more lines, or they would have just tied in a little bit more of her like vengeful spirit of like why she's so angry at Charlie. Like I get that it was your brother, but you're also a heartless vampire. So like maybe give us some context about how close you and your brother were. Like maybe you guys were BFFs. Maybe you like went, around the world just killing people, having a great time.
Yeah, I mean, outside of just being like, by the way, I'm his
Yeah.
sister, like he doesn't get brought up again, Jay.
No. And I would have liked to hear maybe like a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's our movie.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is I don't know. I think this one is still fun. And I would, if it was like easily available, like in like a collection, or if both were available, like streaming, um, I could definitely see like putting on both,
Yeah.
and like, and I feel like it's not as good as the first one, but I feel like it stands relatively respectably well with the first one, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
even being kind of like not quite there.
Do like a double feature.
Yeah. That's maybe a triple feature, and just add Back to the Future. Still those Doc and Marty vibes.
Just keep it going. 80s,
Yeah.
80s fun.
Okay. That wraps it up for us. Um, what does he say at the end of Fright Night? Like I knew he starts by saying "Welcome to
His
Fright Night."
closing statement. I don't
Yeah.
remember because he doesn't say it in this one. I wish we would have gotten a little bit more of that too, but he says something fun, a closing statement in the first movie. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Don't focus on love in college. I think that's some good parting words. I
Yeah.
appreciated that. She's like, I'm not here to fall in love with you.
Then you end up
Not-
with this fucking idiot like Charlie
yeah.
getting you in vampire trouble.
Oh God, it's the worst kind of trouble.
It's the last thing you need.
Yeah. And on a full moon, and that's why I was confused. Like, is that guy a werewolf or a vampire werewolf?
He's like a hybrid. The rules of vampires are very strange in these movies.
Yeah. So, but yeah, have fun in college. Take your time.
You don't need to learn how to play banjo with the first fucking guy you meet.
Yeah. You gotta be really committed to a guy if he brings a banjo home. So, oh, I love banjos. They sound good. It's just I
Don't
think
you
if
have a banjo?
no.
No?
Doesn't your husband have like two of them?
He did. He doesn't anymore.
See, and you know what? You know the level of love you needed to have, and
Ugh.
that's respectable.
Yeah, it is
Was he
not
gonna duel
as
with himself? Did he want you to duel banjo with
it's
him?
not as cool playing banjo as it is playing guitar, just so everyone knows. Like there's something it's so yeah, no.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I don't think guitar's that cool either. I think pedal steel is cool.
I guess it depends on who's playing it.
That's also true.
Hmm.
Hmm. All right, everyone. Take care. Three, two, one. Ghost.
Thanks for listening to our episode on Fright Night Part 2. If you enjoyed this episode, you could subscribe to our podcast and leave us a 5 boo review on whichever platform you choose to listen. You can find us on Instagram at 321 Ghost Pod and give us a follow. We would love to hear your thoughts on the film. Follow us on Letterboxd at 321 Ghost Pod to see our boo scores on all of the movies we've covered so far. Next week, we're embracing a summer vibe with 2008's The Ruins. Thanks again for listening. And don't forget to pack your favorite roller skates before bowling. 3, 2, 1, ghost.